We are back for the second semifinal of the 1952 World Cup on the road to Wembley. It's two fairly evenly matched teams. France, who outlasted Italy 3-2, and Denmark, who outlasted Sweden 2-1, are in the semifinal. They are one game away from Wembley. For France, it's all been about young sensation Raymond Kopa, Roger Piantoni, Larbi Ben Barek. And for Denmark, it's been Knud Lundberg and John Hansen leading the line with 2 goals each. France will be in their blue, Denmark will be in their red. The goalkeepers will be wearing yellow. We'll be using the Puma King as the football. And we are at the London Stadium. London Olympic Stadium. For this semi-final. As we head to the team sheets, in goal is Cesar Ruminski. The 4 defenders will be Armand Penvernet, Robert Jean-Claude, Marcel Salva, and Roger Marche, the tremendous left back. The 2 midfielders will be Antoine Bonifaci and Roger Piantoni, scorer of that fantastic free kick goal in their opening game. Then 2-4, the 2-goal hero, is on the right side of midfield. The left side is Raymond Kopa's, the ultra-talented Larbi Ben Barek, the attacking midfielder, and Andre Strape, the central forward. Well, there is some controversy about Denmark's starting lineup. Talented players such as Karl H. Hansen, Karl H. Price, and Johannes Bloger and Axel Pilmark are on the bench. It's Kai Jorgensen in goal. Christian Brogger, Per Knudsen, Bo Pedersen, and Erling Sorensen are the defenders. Hans Kohlberg is the holding midfielder. Jorgen Sorensen and Jorgen Olesen are the wide midfielders. Ij Ru Jensen is the attacking midfielder behind Knud Lundberg and John Hansen. We go to the London Olympic Stadium for the semi-final. France and Denmark. France have been to 2 World Cup finals. They won the original World Cup final in Uruguay in 1930. 4 years later, they were runners-up to Spain. And they are excited at the prospect of reaching World Cup final number 3. Denmark have never been. As we check the match conditions, which look good. The audio is set, the cameras are angled. And we have kickoff from London Olympic Stadium. It's Denmark and France. Who will face Austria at Wembley? France with the early possession. Marcel Salva. MT4 on the cross. The header from Larbi Ben Barek is over the bar. Such a historic stadium for this semi-final. That's a foul. A yellow card to Jonquet. Early on as he got over the ball, and that's a card. Jorgen Sorensen kisses the crossbar. What an opportunity, and Denmark very well could have been in the lead. It's an early warning strike from the Danes. Jorgen Sorensen kissing the crossbar. And they very well could have the lead. Marche now down the left. Into the hands of Kai Jorgensen. Denmark beating one of the favorites, Sweden, in a Scandinavian derby to get here. While France beat Italy in a classic at Ellen Road in extra time. Raymond Kopa playing defense. Clash in the box there. Defended well. Jorgen Sorensen, who nearly scored moments ago from the free kick. There's John Hansen. Colbert. Rue Jensen. Raymond Kopa doing well. France now look to get out of the back, but they can't. Marcel Salva. T4. Ben Barek. Jonquet on the yellow. Piantoni. Very versatile player. Piantoni can play virtually across the field in any attacking or midfield position. Here's Larbi Ben Barek. He has 1 assist in the tournament so far. The elegant Atletico Madrid man. Puts on the moves, puts on the cross, wins the corner. Raymond Kopa will take it. And Denmark clear. Oh, and that's another foul. And Bonifaci will get the yellow. Absolutely. And Rue Jensen has to be carded off. And we now look at that attacking midfield position. Will Denmark need to make a change? They're a man down temporarily. Piantoni. Colbert. Jorgen Sorensen. Gave it away to Larbi Ben Barek. Strappe. To Marche. Long ball in, headed away by Denmark. Back up to Larbi Ben Barek. Marche, who's advanced, loses the football. One of the best left backs in the world, Marche. Old Peterson. Colbert. Slips into Jorgen Olesen. Olesen! On the assist! It's John Hansen! Diving header! He wasn't going to miss from the top of the 6. Ruminski had no chance. Playing goalkeeper out of self-defense. Just chipped in. 3 players converged. And that's John Hansen's 3rd of the tournament. It was all the work of Olesen to dance his way in and chip it forward as the three players converged. And it's a, as they say, an easy finish for the Juventus striker John Hansen. And Denmark have the lead in London on 21 minutes. It does seem like Rue Jensen can carry on. But the Danes have first blood. Well, Carl H. Hansen has to come in for Rue Jensen. He couldn't carry on. And for many, that might be an upgrade for Denmark. It's not really clear why Carl H. Price or Hansen were left off in favor of Rue Jensen. Piantoni on the corner, lofts it in. Denmark clear. When you have John Hansen scoring the way he has, it's no wonder Denmark are in the semifinal and have the lead. The striker's goal it was. Roger Marché goes forward now. And cleared by the Danes. Piantoni loses it to Carl H. Hansen. There's John Hansen. Jorgen Sorensen loses it. This Denmark team is very good, but they've been a bit of a fairy tale. I don't know that people expect them to get this far. Then T4, the hero against Italy with 2 goals, is snuffed out, but Marché clears. And there's Carl H. Hansen up to John Hansen, who's run down and cleared by the French. Will France respond? They did it against Italy. They find themselves down 1-0 just like they did against the Italians. John Hansen. Strape was way too far in. For the French, they haven't created much. Really, Denmark deserve their lead. Holberg. The French clear for a throw. Jorgen Sorensen. Holberg. Crossed in. Lundberg's header was always going wide. Jorgen Leslie Sorensen nearly scored, and then it was Olesen creating for John Hansen. Leslie Sorensen, the Atalanta man. Ben Barek. Bonifaci. Ben T4. Ben Barek. Given away. France have just been a bit firing blanks in goal, and here's Jorgen Leslie Sorensen crossing the header. It's headed away by France. Strape on the ball. Kopa spins off his man. Henvernet to Ben T4. France just have not had many opportunities, but here's Kopa. Down the left he goes, he plays it back. Larbi Ben Barek. Ball in the box here for France, but it's cleared away. That's better from France, but they've got to start creating opportunities. Because Denmark can bleed this game if they really want to. They've already got it to stoppage time of the first half. It's been a scrappy game, and that will suit Denmark just fine. Strape. In the box he goes. Back to Marché, he crosses! And the story has been France just cannot get on the end of his crosses. And we go into halftime. There's Jorgen Leslie Sorensen kissing the crossbar. But Jorgen Olesen danced his way in and played it across for John Hansen to score. It was 3 opportunities for either team, very much a stalemate in the first half. 57% possession for the French. But it's all about the quality of the opportunities right now. And that's why Denmark have the lead. We are ready for the second half from London. Only 6 opportunities combined between the two teams in the first half. France have got to create more opportunities. The switch to Marseille. Raymond Kopa beats his man. Kopa crosses it in. Chance for Larbi Ben Barek. Raymond Kopa! There it is! He's third in the tournament! He matches John Hansen. And the young sensation Kopa with a long strike. The assist from Piantoni. From the corner of the D in the top of the box. Raymond Kopa takes a touch. Hits it with the laces and dips it in. And the French have tied it. A brilliant equalizer from Raymond Kopa. And that's how you want to start the second half if you're French. Just 2 minutes in. Flicked on and right at Cesar Ruminski. Well, the French just don't know when they're out. Oh, it's a rough challenge. And a yellow to Penvernet. And I gotta say, I thought the red was coming out there. No, it's just a clash of the ankles in the end. We have set ourselves up for a tasty second half. It's 1-1. Ben Barek. Oh, he was setting something up. Bonifaci now loses it. And Denmark are scrambling. Selva. Then T4 to Larbi Ben Barek. Ben Barek to Kopa. He couldn't beat his man. Ben Barek steps in. There's Ben Barek. He's the heart and soul of the team, the creative influencer. Carl H. Hansen on the ball. Paul Peterson now down the right. Paul Peterson looks to cross it. Flicked on in the air. It's in! And why not join the 3-goal party? It's Lundberg. A tremendous first save by Ruminski, but Lundberg puts it in. Even then, Ruminski almost saved it. Headed across the goal by John Hansen. Ruminski had to save it. He might have been partially sighted. He had to get his hands up. And Lundberg was the first to react. It's in off the body of Ruminski. And the Danes take the lead again. In what has been a wild second half so far. Lundberg. Of AB Copenhagen. And the French, after getting themselves back in it, are back down by a goal. And how will they respond? Kopa to Ben Barek. There's Ben T4. Oh, that's too far gone, and it's out for a goal kick. Will Denmark go to their first ever World Cup final? That's a foul. Ben T4 on the ball. Lundberg. Jonquet. There's Salva to Ben T4. Lundberg stretches it. Gets by his man. Lays it across. And John Hansen puts it wide. Possession from the French. Ben Barek. Down he goes, no foul given. Oh, the Danes going to make history. 25 minutes will tell all. Ben Barek. Marche looks to cross. Cannot get by his man. In Denmark clear. Jorgen Sorensen goes down the left. Jorgen Sorensen crossing the headers over the bar. And Roger Marche is out for Freddy Coquet. Interesting change there. One of the best left backs in the world has run out of steam. Kopa. Coquet gives it away. Then wins it back. Coquet. Denmark controlling the proceedings. Bonifaci steps up. Ben Barek now on the ball. Look at Ben Barek twisting and turning but losing it. Kopa wins it back. Ben Barek then loses it again. Lundberg with the hold-up play, but it goes to Coquet. As France look to build again. Piantoni loses it to Karl H. Hansen. Scrappy play here. As we approach the last 15 minutes, France have got to get something going. Coquet. Oh, and Andre Strappe was offside. Roger Bieri and Giannessi come in. France are just trying to throw anything now. Buddy. Roger Buddy. His cross. It will be a throw for the French. Buddy. Crossing. Strappe really hasn't had any opportunities in there. That's going to go down as a disappointing game for Strappe unless he can cook something up. 24 is shouldered out. And Denmark clear their box. Lundberg. Jorgen Olesen. Lundberg in the corner. Up the field they go. And a foul. And a yellow to Raymond Kopa. Yep. Holberg. Oh, Denmark are really bleeding this last 20 minutes of the game. And we're down to 10. What do France have up their sleeve? There's John Hansen. Roger Barry. He loses the football. It seems out of France's reach right now. Jorgen Olesen crossing it. Ruminski does well. Flicked on. Kopa. Ben T4. There's Penverne. Into Piantoni. Piantoni can't beat his man. The Danes on the ball now. John Hansen was played in, but he's offside. Axel Pilmark will come in to kill the game. The talented box-to-box midfielder. Smart tactical move by the Danes. Strappe on the ball. He crosses it. It's dealt with by Denmark. And Lundberg holds the ball up. Very well done by Denmark. Buddy. Ben T4. Penverne. Jonglais. Arm Ben Barek. Buddy on the ball. Christian Broger does well. Piantoni! He took matters into his own hands! And the player that opened the tournament scoring for France ghosted in and scored with that magical left foot. We're tied at 2. A moment of individual brilliance from Piantoni. He just stole right in, the captain. Unbelievable. As the Denmark player tried to hold up the football, Piantoni applied the pressure and went dribbling right at goal, and with his beautiful left foot curled it home. Despite the Danish defense sliding in, and it's 2-2, right at the death. Out of nowhere, France are tied. And Denmark have got to be thinking, are you kidding me? But back they come, Denmark! Hans Kohlberg was in the box and he sliced it wide. And once again, our France heading to extra time, drawn 2-2, just like Italy. And Denmark are going to wonder what hit them at the end. Here's the goals again. Jørgen Olesen, great assist to Jean Hansen. But then Roger Piantoni played it to Kopa, who curled it in. Fantastic finish. But then Knud Lundberg, unassisted, on a rebound, bundled it home. But then Piantoni, look at this, goes right in and with the left foot puts it away. He has been the man of the match so far. It was 6 chances for France, 10 for Denmark, 55% possession for France, which is maybe why they stayed in it all this time. And we are at extra time now between France and Denmark. Strappe cuts it into Bentifor. He's been quiet all day. Bentifor! He causes Kai Jorgensen to have to stretch and curl it in. Jorgen Sorensen now crosses it. In France clear. Both teams clearly going for it in extra time. Piantoni, the savior so far. Lundberg, the shot from Kohlberg. Well, he just cannot find the target, Kohlberg. To be fair, it's not used to for him to be in that position. Courgette. Jørgen Sorensen down the left. He'll cross it. Cleared away by France. Piantoni, Betty. Piantoni on the ball. Courgette. France, Larbi Ben Barek, and Kai Jorgensen pulls it in. 7 minutes remain. Jørgen Sorensen, full running on that left side. Raymond Kopa stretches it down the left, crosses it in, the header! Andre Strappe's first chance of the game nearly bundles in, but it flies wide right of the goal with 5 minutes remaining. Jonquet, Raymond Kopa, Ben Barek, played in for France! Andre Strappe! It fell kindly for him and he lasered it just over the bar. That's gonna haunt Strappe. He had to put it on target. Jonquet on the ball now. Piantoni. That's a foul. Piantoni on the ball. Goes for a goal, but it bounces wide. Scored a beautiful free kick in the first game of the tournament for France. It was all France in this extra time period. Strappe now goes forward. He's come to life, Strappe. Crosses it. France are in the box again. But the foul goes against him. And we are at half-time of extra time. As we go to the second half for another 15 minutes. Is there a trick up the sleeve for either team? Olesen. Buddy. Piantoni. Henverne. T4. Piantoni on the ball. Piantoni crossing. Oh, player was coming in. It had to be headed away. Larbi Ben Barek on the steal. And Strappe with the third brilliant opportunity. And he can't side-foot it in. It goes just wide of the corner. Unbelievable. Kopa. Brilliant skills from Kopa. And he puts it over the bar. 11 minutes remain in extra time. France have thrown what they can so far at Denmark, but it's still 2-all. Cookjack. Berry. Berry goes forward. Roger Berry plays it back. France, they're in the box. The ball's cleared. Here's Larbi Ben Barek. Piantoni. Jorgen Olesen to Carl H. Hansen. Carl H. Hansen down the right. Colbert. Down he goes on a foul. And Piantoni gets a yellow. Yep. Here's Jorgen Leslie Sorensen. Oh, that had some venom on it, but it was off target. 7 minutes remain. Piantoni goes down the right, cuts it back. Larbi Ben Barek. The strike is a low lawnmower job and a good save by Kai Jorgensen. 5.5 minutes remain. Extra time has been full of fire. All huff and puff, chances abound, but it's still 2-all. Are we headed to penalties? Ben Barek, Kopa. Ben Barek! Unbelievable! France have done it again! And it's the star man hooking up with the new sensation. Kopa slipped in Ben Barek, who couldn't miss. And the Atletico Madrid star gives France the lead. Raymond Kopa, look at the skills, unbelievable! Slipped it in, and Larbi Ben Barek put it past Kai Jorgensen. And it's heartbreak potentially for Denmark now. Denmark have 3 and 2.5 minutes to sort it out. Ball cleared. Raymond Kopa. Brilliant he's been. Roger Berry. Berry in the box. It's all coming apart for Denmark now. They have to get an opportunity, but they have to defend the corner. Piantoni will play it in. Denmark have got to get the ball down the field. Carl H. Hansen. Up the field he goes. It's a foul. Jorgen Sorensen delivers it. Headed in. Cleared away by France. And it's over. The French are in the final. It's heartbreak for Denmark. But for France, it's the second successive 3-2 extra time win. And it's a goal that will long live in the French memory. Raymond Kopa dancing and stringing in Larbi Ben Barek. We will replay the goal for you one more time. Here it is, Kopa, look at this. Unbelievable skill. Slips in Ben Barek, who slots it home. And the French have reached the promised land. It was 14 chances each, 54% possession. And the man of the match is Roger Piantoni. How can Raymond Kopa get a 6 with a goal and an assist? But ladies and gentlemen, the French have done it. Heartbreak for Denmark. The darlings of the tournament are out. What could have been a Denmark-Luxembourg final was not to be. And instead, we have an absolute cracking final. Austria versus France at Wembley. We will be bringing you the 1952 World Cup final when we return. For now, it's France 3, Denmark 2 in extra time. Denmark and Luxembourg bow out. Thank you for the memories to both teams. But it's business now for Austria and France. Thank you and good night.